Hi everybody, happy Saturday afternoon. I hope this message is reaching you all safe and well. I'm sorry, I'm watching roosters chase hens across the way down there. It's always something going on around here. So I am standing in front of my big garden, which was a complete failure this year. I had big plans and they didn't turn out very good. So I'm actually mowing it down, although I have 2 rows of cucumbers and a row of squash, and behind the squash, what it looks like weeds is actually dry beans that volunteered. And among the cucumbers, I also have tomato volunteers. I'm letting them grow. The cucumbers, I'm actually going to have a bumper crop. I'm really excited about that. I am completely changing the way I garden next year. I am not doing cucumbers or squash in the middle of summer. I'm going to wait until fall. Because look at, they're thriving. I haven't done anything and I have massive yellow squash on there. I have tons of blossoms on my cucumbers. That wouldn't happen for me in the middle of summer, so I'm gonna do it different next year. I did want to hop on here and talk about today is 2 very important things. First, number one most important thing is the folks that are affected by this massive Hurricane Helene that came through. The widespread devastation is just beyond anything that we can comprehend. There's flooding everywhere. Bridges, roads have collapsed. People's homes have just washed away. So this is a terrible tragedy. I wanted to hop on here first and foremost to send my thoughts to those people that have been affected. We haven't gotten much more than a sprinkle up here. We certainly could have used a little bit more of the rain. We're still in a drought kind of situation. That being said, there's a lot of people that need help, and I know it's difficult right now for a lot of people to be able to financially afford to donate or help. However, if you do, please make sure that you spend your resources in, with some thought. Don't just send your money to the Red Cross, because people will get very little of that money. If you want to donate money, I highly suggest you go to someplace like Ryan Hall, y'all. He is a weather forecaster and he is probably the best in the business. He's here on YouTube, and if you go to his channel, you're going to find links to be able to donate. He gets big lump sums of donations together, and then him and his crew actually go to these affected areas and they help people out. And there's another YouTuber that has now started donations set up, and that's Pinball Preparedness. A lot of you probably watch Pinball. Pinball's great. He does a lot of charity work during Christmas, but people have requested that he do it for this too, because we trust Pinball. And so if you guys want to donate, I highly suggest one of those 2, Pinball Preparedness here on YouTube and Ryan Hollyall also here on YouTube. They have more information about donating to the hurricane victims on their channels, so please go check that out. The other thing I want to talk about really quickly here, because it is windy, it could possibly rain. I have work to do. I have to go pick up my kitten that got neutered, and I have a birthday party to attend. So it's a busy day, but I did want to hop on here and talk to you guys really quickly about the dock workers strike that could potentially happen, that most likely is going to happen starting Tuesday, I think it is, overnight, Monday into Tuesday, because their contract runs out on Monday. They want something crazy like an 80% pay raise. I'm not trying to say crazy in a disrespectful way. I don't know what they do. I mean, I'm sure it's very difficult work. I think it's in a way crazy, because I don't think, like, when you start a negotiation process, if you start something placed so high, I'm not sure that the other people will want to come to the table at all, which is what we're seeing happening. I don't know the other circumstances behind this dock workers union strike. However, for what I understand, every 1 day they're on strike will put like a 6-day delay on 40% of our imports. Certain things like crude oil, different types of fuels, and anything that would come from Europe will be affected by this. There's 40% of the United States imports. So we're talking about tons and tons of people on strike. President Biden has already said that he's not going to enact the, I can't remember what it is. It's a name, I'll put it in here, but he's not going to enact that clause, because basically he wants the dock workers, he wants the union votes for Kamala, rather than helping all the Americans that are going to be affected by 40% of their goods not being able to come in the country. I digress. So it looks like this strike is at least going to happen. How long, we don't know, but for every 1 day is equal to 6 days from what I'm understanding. So if you do the math really quickly, 1 week adds up, 2 weeks, maybe we won't get Christmas gifts, who knows. So what I want you guys to do, don't get frustrated, don't get upset, because that's not going to change anything. What I want you to do is hop in your car, go grab yourself a couple extra packs of toilet paper, because we all know how that goes from a few years ago. Grab yourself some things that you can store and put up. That way you have some things. If it's just a couple weeks of groceries, some people just go day by day with the grocery store. I think you should go grab yourself a couple weeks worth of groceries if you can afford it. I know that's a problem right now. And I don't care if you have to store the stuff on your dining room table if you don't have any other room. If you have to just leave the bag sitting in your living room, I don't care. Go get yourself a couple weeks worth of stuff. It will save you a headache in the long run. I personally cannot foresee this going more than a couple days. Something will have to happen. Because it will cripple the country and it will cripple the economy worse than it is. And so I think at some point someone has to step in. But if that doesn't happen, you guys need to really start thinking about what that looks like for your family. Because the holidays are right around the corner. So what does this look like for you? So go buy some staples. I'm not saying go buy yourself some Reese cups. I'm not saying like go stock up on Pepsi, but you might want to stock up on certain things that are very important and necessary for your survival. Because things may become scarce. Look at what happened during the Rona incident. You know, it was difficult to find bread. It was hard to find anything on the shelves. So that's the similar scenario that you're looking at. So whatever you were lacking when you went to the store back then, consider that's going to be similar. So I just wanted to drop this out here, drop some information, get some information moving around in your head. We did go to the store. We did stock up on a couple weeks worth of groceries. We usually have quite a store of things, but you know, it's nice to have just some extra stuff stashed away. Freezer's full. That way you know that you're good. Is your survival going to be optimum? I mean, are you going to miss out on some of the products that you really love? Maybe. But are they absolutely necessary? Probably not. So you may have to adjust some things. Just some things for you to think about. Make sure you're stocked up on your medications as well. That's very important. Yeah. I hope you guys are all doing well. We're heading into October. Man, this is going to be a wild month. Absolutely crazy. Hang in there, guys. It's a roller coaster. This is a short video. I just had to drop in here and leave this information. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.